At what point, for Bart and Joe here, at what point did you guys start realizing you need to turn your life around? And this is, I'm talking about like the early days of like your criminal brush, your brush with the criminal life.
I would have to say it probably was a back and forth discussion for 6 years.
For 6 years?
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I threw that number out.
Who's the conversation with yourself?
Myself.
Oh, wow.
Like, okay, the moment that somebody got shot in front of my friend's house, I said, is this the smartest thing to do right now? And then so we decided that we can still...
Is you and yourself? Or you and your friend?
Me, myself, and a couple of my friends that I manipulated into leaving. So we convinced, manipulate is the wrong word, but I rescued their life, so it's not a bad word. It's not a bad thing to do.
True.
Right? So then when someone got shot in front of my friend's house, shit got real. And I started unraveling like this whole, fake loyalty and all that stuff. And then I was like, why am I like dedicating my life to this bullshit? We can do all the same things, make money, party, have fun without this name that we're holding. And without the enemies, we can start fresh and all that. So it's still half foot in, half foot out, like you're doing stupid things. You're still doing, like, you're just not going to school, being a part of society. You're still, being an idiot, but like you just have no name around it. Like there's no crew name around it.
Were you afraid to leave?
Yeah, I think that's why I played it very carefully, because if I was the only one to leave, then obviously they, the whole group can turn on me. But then if I can get into the ears of people one by one and then we all meet up and leave at the same time, then they can't do anything. Yeah. So that's kind of where we got to going to. Yeah.
I see. What about you?
For me, I think it started when I was 6, and I was like, I'm a very bad boy. Don't be a bad boy anymore. And I just keep doing more and more bad boy shit.
At 6?
Yeah, at 6 you were having this dialogue?
I knew I was mischievous. I don't know why I couldn't control my urges. And I just kept doing more and more shit, and it kept bleeding. And then finally, like, I think when I was maybe like 18 or 19.
Oh, shit. This is longer than 6 years that
I'm
you
like, this is a long, yeah.
I thought that I'm not doing bad things. It's just some people get caught and others don't. Because, like, I don't know. Like, I just started seeing the hypocrisy. So I'm like, okay, why is it that governments can kill people with a badge, but I can't? Because they're just, a group says you can. It doesn't mean that they're doing it for right, like soldiers and shit, right? Like in elementary, you hear about World War I and II, and you just hear about like soldiers going into war and killing. So I'm like, how come they can kill but I can't?
Mine wasn't that
You wanted to kill?
You wanted that freedom?
No, I didn't want to kill. I just so when you're a kid, right?
The system is bullshit. Basically.
You're taught.
The rules don't apply to
So
some.
I grew up Christian, right? And in the 10 Commandments, it's thou shalt not kill. That's one of the things, right? But these heroes, these soldiers, they kill all the time, but they're not sinful. And I'm like, why? Like, the religion didn't say that's okay.
Yeah.
But they're Christian, but the government says it's okay. That's why it's okay. And then I would think about it, and I'm all like, that's weird. Just because some people say it's okay, then it's okay, not because God said it's okay. And then my mind was just kind of like, well, what? These people aren't higher than God, so why should I listen to them? And then I saw the school system, and they're like, you need a job. So why do I need a job? So you could work. And I'm like, why do I need to work?
Right. You're just directed to go
That's
go
too
to
many
that
questions.
line.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was in third or
Even
fourth
grown-ups don't even
grade.
know how to answer that.
Yeah.
Yes, and I got my ass beat for asking those questions, so I started to stop trusting my parents. And I think that route got my mind to go more attracted to like delinquent people or bad
Well, yeah,
people.
because now you're taking it into your own hands.
Yeah, and because I don't trust
Right.
adults, authority, or people, and I think I gravitated toward that because it's more fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's more fun to party, smoke weed, and then be against society and do all these things, and you're around people that are more like, not just gang life, but like, just if you're around a bunch of skaters or anybody that's anti-society, right? Like you're kind of like on the bad side, or like you rather just do drugs and play, and you don't want to be a part of this like let's be good citizens and work and whatever. I think that for me, I was like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of working in the system, doing all this stuff that you're supposed to do? And then it just felt like this weird slavery. And then so from elementary school, I was just like, this shit is fucking fake, man. I hate the fakeness.
True. I mean, you're not wrong for thinking that way, because that's a pretty, I think, honest question to ask at some point in everyone's life. It's like, why are we stuck in the system, right?
No one gave me an answer that made me feel like that was a good answer for me to follow. It always felt like bullshit.
I see.
Yeah.
I didn't arrive at the gang life that way. Mine was like, in first grade, I just thought it'd be funny every time the teacher started writing on the chalkboard if I make fart sounds. And then I just couldn't stop myself from doing it, so I get in trouble, go to the principal's office, and then I realize there's other kids that are there for fighting. And then so I'm like, I guess we're like in the same group, and then we kind of understand each other.
Yeah.
And so we're here for different purposes, and then it just eventually like, oh, these guys are way more accepting than the other kids, because the other
That's what I like too.
some kids are like, they look at me as if I'm interrupting the class.
Right. So there's a sense of belonging.
I think bad kids are way more accepting.
Yeah,
Or I felt way more accepted.
way more.
You're misfits.
Than like the good kids. The good kids, like their parents told them not to hang with me. I felt like wrong or weird.
Same.
And then, I mean, that's not even gang life yet. That's just feeling not a part of society.
Right.
And no one understands you.
Yeah, and then eventually you get into gang life because you're attracted to that, and then you keep pushing the boundaries of bad shit. Like, let's say you're out for days because you just don't want to go home, right? And then I think runaways and kids that are kind of like that, you're attracted to gang life because they start taking care of you. Like, when you're a part of that group, if someone makes money, like they did something, sold drugs, broke into a home or whatever, right? Technically, like, what happens, well, in my experience, is they'll feed you. They'll, like, you're just out for 3 days and they'll be like, hey, let's go grab some burgers or whatever. And then you have a place to stay. There's like a crash pad. There's like whatever. And
Feels nice.
It's like Lord of the Flies. It's like a sleepover every single day, and you can party, do whatever you want. And then you got to maintain it somehow. So you got to make money.
Right.
And then that's kind of where it goes. You just go into crazy shit. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, so this article I have here is about a former drug dealer, and he served 16 years in prison. But guess where he's at now?
Harvard.
Prison again.
Homeboy
Not too
chips.
far off with the Harvard thing, and not wrong for saying prison. He now has a PhD in criminology. He's a professor teaching students, working with students in prisons. So like underage kids in like the prison
so you
system.
both are right.
So you guys are both right, yeah.
Professor in prison.
Professor in prison. After serving 16 years in prison, he went back to
Teaching
school.
prisoners.
Yeah.
Full disclosure though, I'll tell you guys something fucking crazy, right? Okay, let me think. How can I format this? All right, so I stay in contact with my old friends, if you get my drift, right? Mm-hmm. And the last draw for me to hanging out with this group was during college, when I was kind of not sure if I want to be fully legit, because I still felt like these are my friends and I don't want to leave them, right? So one day they go, let's go to the club. We go to Hollywood. As soon as we get into the club, they stab some dude, so we gotta run away. We go to a cafe, because you know how when people drink, they just want to go hang out and whatever. And the girls of the group didn't like some other girls that were sitting in the table. And in the middle of the restaurant, all these girls start pulling each other's hair, fighting and yelling. It was some crazy ass tribal shit, man. And I was like, what the fuck? And so we leave. We got to go to another place to eat, right? So we go, because I still didn't get my fucking plate. And we go to another cafe. We park in the parking lot, and as soon as we walk out, a car drives up and starts shooting at us. I fucking drop to the ground. My friends want to be like, I don't give a fuck, bullets don't fucking hit me. And they keep walking like nothing, right? Yeah. I'm on the floor like a scared little bitch. They're just standing there like, it's just bullets. And I'm like, you fucking crazy motherfucker, right?
Oh my god.
And I was like, are we leaving? I was like, are we leaving? And they're like, nah, we're just gonna fucking eat. And then so I see cops come down, they pull over that car that just shot, because there was just a cop around the corner, right? We're eating dinner. with watching 10 fucking cops just grabbing up that car that shot at us. Apparently, they mistaken this group for another group that was just at the cafe. And I'm just like, man,
Which happens all the time.
Yeah.
is this really the shit that I want? I'm going into college now and I'm learning about the normal world, and I'm like, it's just less anxiety inducing, right? So after that point, I haven't seen this dude, and then he went to jail for a little bit, so we kind of lost, track of each other. He DMs me like 6 years ago. We keep chatting, right? And I know this guy since like over 20 years now. So like he's my childhood friend. So I feel close to him, and we're cool. And then just to catch up, we decided to get some burgers the other day. So we're eating, and I have this like weird fucking feeling, right? And I'm getting like scared, and like my chest is all like tensing up, and I'm just listening to this guy talk, and I'm like,
Did you eat burgers with them with the pigtails and stuff sticking out like that?
that would be funny, right?
Yeah.
No, like I'm listening to everything that he's been through. Like we literally went this way, right? So he continued that certain life. Like he's doing well, but he's always watching over his shoulder and all this stuff. And like some of our other childhood friends that belong, like it's literally like a mafia saga. Like they fucked him over really bad. I have an even more closer childhood friend where our parents knew each other, right? And he told me some things about him, and he just completely disappeared, and I can't find him. And like, yeah, so our family friends are just not, they knew that this guy went missing, right? But I was like, where the fuck did he go? And I heard what happened. There's just a lot of shit that went down, and I was just sitting there and my heart was racing, and I'm all like, fuck, dude, I think that I used to live in fear every fucking day, and I didn't realize it. So then once
it was normal for you.
Yeah, and when you leave that situation and you look back and you just hear about the stories, it's kind of like, holy shit, I was there and I could have been continuously there for you. And now I'm like, what are you doing now, man? Like, are you trying to get the hell out of this? And he's like, so what he's doing is so addicting because the money's amazingly well, but it's so dangerous, right? But he doesn't know anything else.
Aww.
And so and for him, he's like, it's like being on welfare. He's like, imagine. He's like, you don't have to do any fucking work, right? You're just kind of sitting around. And he's like, and you're collecting like $100,000 here and there. And he's like, but you have to work with the same people to get this. And then he's like, I know that there's a different thing for me to do, but he's like, I'm so, what do you call it? Like comfortable? He's like, I can't get out of it. And I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck, dude? Like, I don't know, man. And then for me, I was just like, just listening to it brought me back into a place of this weird experience of like, I'm living through it too. Yeah, it was just a weird experience. I think I was telling Bart about this too, how like there's some more details about it that are like really fucking scary. But after that, I was like, all right, it'll probably be another 20 years till I see you, bro.
Yeah, because it links you right to that emotion. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Like,
I
he
cared what it
triggered you.
did.
He triggered you, basically.
You were triggered.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it was, man. It triggered my PTSD, dude.
You were triggered by literally getting fucking almost shot at.
Yeah.
Like, and remembering that.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, in short, this article here is about a guy named Steven Akpabio Klementowski. Akpabio? This is what he looks like. I think he's an immigrant from
He's a professor at college now.
Africa. Yeah, he's a university college professor in London now. And
That's awesome.
He works with kids in the prison system. And so his story was basically dealing drugs when his father died. So he wasn't growing up in the best of neighborhoods. Father dies, he turns to drug dealing, gets caught, 16 years in prison. But while in prison, though, he had an epiphany and realized, in his words, he didn't see the world as a meritocracy. And instead, he felt like the world was more about whatever you can just get your hands on.
A lot of people see it that way.
Exactly. And so for him, he realized, and there was a library in the prison, so he was just like, I'm gonna start reading books, and he started educating himself, and he would enroll in the Open University in the UK, and I guess while in prison he was able to enroll into this university, and that's where he started educating, and like one of the images he would paint in his interview was he would spend nights sitting on the toilet shitting while reading books with his cellmate just sleeping right next to him, and that was like.
I had to add the shitting.
Yeah, I
part.
don't know why, but that's quite the visual, though. I mean, that's how dedicated this guy was, turned his life around, and I just thought that was that's a really, really awesome, beautiful story
Yeah.
to share. And it's like you don't hear these awesome stories every day. We hear about all the negativity in the world, so just wanted to share this one with you guys.
Yeah, it's
really
Yeah,
cool.
and your story, pretty fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Like getting out of the
Crazy.
system and like,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like it's a different life, but it's hard to, man.
absolutely.
He found purpose.
Yes,
That's
he
that's
did.
what a lot of people don't find.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
think so,
like if
too.
you can find purpose, like he wanted to help other people get out of the system.
Right, because
too.
he works with kids that
Yeah.
have his similar upbringing.
Yeah.
So he
So
relates directly
he
to them.
discovered something. He's like, I want to help you with something that I wish I would have known.
Right,
And
right. That's
great.
So, yeah.